guys, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay, and I know, I fucking know. We've missed like several episodes of Game of Thrones.
We've been naughty.
But what happened was, look, a knife.
Oh God, you need to put it away. You're not sanctioned.
Sometimes I'm just like, let's just end it. Let's just end it.
I'm suing. I'm suing.
Touch me and I'll sue.
Come on, Puts.
We missed a couple episodes of Game of Thrones, this short little season that we've got going on here. I went on vacation, and then we were trying to get stuff held up, but
how'd that sex change go?
It was good, you know?
Yeah, so Beyond the Wall. This was a fucking phenomenal, fantastical, adventurous episode that goes beyond the wall. As we know what happened in the episode previous, Jon Snow gets his ragtag of Goonies to go beyond the wall and see what's up, and he has to bring back a White Walker, who fucking racist whore,
Suicide Squad,
to Daenerys to prove to this highfalutin sexy hoe that they really exist. And that's what
Xbox Gamer.
That is what he's going to do.
Highfalutin sexy toe.
I like sexy toe. Well, we're on to fetishes, Jim.
It was named Cocteau.
But
after the famous French playwright. 9 after my 2 favorite body parts.
Tormund talks to Clegane, and you get really to have their interactions. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, Tormund is boss beast #1, and you know what? Even in this one, I think I got a little bit more respect for Jorah, because Jon Snow tries to give him back the sword. It's like, your father replaced the wolf's or the bear's head with a wolf. Sorry about that, bro. I'm a better guy than you are, but you can have it back. And he's like, no, I don't deserve that. You can have it back. I'm in the friend zone. I shouldn't touch that.
No, forever friend zone.
But you know, it was still cool.
He's basically Zod in the diamond case.
Zod
of friend zone forever.
Yeah, he's in the phantom zone.
Yeah,
let me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it was pretty cool to see that, and just how they interacted and everybody. Even I don't even really remember his name, Braylick or something like that. The one that really is the one-eyed pirate from the Goonies, One-Eyed Willie.
Mr. Metal Gear Solid?
One-Eyed Willie, yeah. I thought he was cool too. Braylick or Baylick, I can't remember his name. That was cool. And then when you get to the, we're gonna come back to this, but I'm gonna interject and go somewhere else really quick before we go back to that, because there was a lot of cool shit going on beyond the wall, like tons of shit. There was Tijuana and tits and everything.
Tequila.
Tequila's the best. So, but we have some brewing problems between Arya and Sansa, and Littlefinger has got his finger so up that butt, he knows what he's doing. He's been pulling the strings all along.
He's got a finger up the butt of the world.
Arya, yeah, he does. He wiggles the finger and the world hiccups and earthquakes.
Pinky up the world butt.
He's still going to always be that Houdini mastermind that just floats away in the darkness when things go bad. But he'll be alright. When things are good, he's in the light. He just is like that little mean kid that stirs up the pot. He's Dennis the Menace. He just fucks around just to cause chaos and then runs away. He's like, I didn't do it.
He's the best character in every reality show ever. Because, like, look, like, even as badass
he's Puck from the real world.
Even as badass as Arya is, and the many different faces and all the shit she's got going on, he's still even one step ahead of her. Because in the last episode, she snuck into his room and she got the little script from the Ravens roll, and he was like in the darkness, like he was like John Lovitz in Wedding Singer, who was like, he's losing his mind and I'm reaping all the benefits. I was thinking
of him though from Grandma's Boy, that little weird guy that like hides on the wall. He's like, how could he see me? he's like all like into that emo shit. Yeah. But yeah, he planted that letter for Arya to find on purpose. I mean, he's got 100 steps ahead of everybody of the game. What he's done is he has sown the seeds of strife between the sisters and manipulated the circumstances to, one, he got rid of Brienne of Tarth. She's gone from Winterfell now to go to King's Landing, which he wanted that all along, so he can have and get loyalty of the men and turn maybe that army to him and get Sansa under his control.
What's he want to do though? Does he want to be the king of the fucking North?
He wants to fuck that fiery bush of Sansa, and then he wants to kill Arya and rule the North. That's what he wants.
He wants her to get killed though.
No, he don't. He don't want her to be killed. He wants to kill her vagina, but he wants. But what I'm saying, he's all about power, but he also wants her because he's all about control of that too. He's greedy. He wants everything. Yeah. He ultimately wants to sit on that Sword of Throne.
He's like a rapper.
Sword of Thrones. So Arya is being very. I don't know, man. She was coming at Sansa in this episode like fucking Leatherface's little sister. Yeah. Like when she finds her duffel bag, all these faces, she was like, what are these? Like, they're my faces.
Mind your fucking business.
She's like, they're my faces. And he's like, I cut them off and wear them. And you know, she was being really weird. And it's like,
it's no big deal.
I was thinking,
Tom Cruise,
that'd be like if you were going through your sister's things to find like where she hid your goddamn Megadeth album because she borrowed it and never gave it back, you stupid bitch. She walks in and is like, are you going through my panty drawers? Like, no. And then she does this weird...
No big deal.
She does this weird thing and you're like, my sister shops at Hot Topic. What can I do? She's just a weird chick. So that's happening. And I think that we're going to get some really epic shit between Sansa and Arya. Like, I don't know. I hope Sansa doesn't go bad, but I'm feeling like she's getting there. I mean, she's getting little fingers.
Well, she already hit her with that shit up in the last episode where she was like, you wanted Jon to go away because secretly you want power because you like fancy dresses and you like all these things. And then she finds the scroll.
Who doesn't love fancy dresses?
Yeah.
I mean, I love them.
You gotta do what you gotta do in this life.
What if she's got it my size?
See what wonders. But she finds that scroll, and basically the scroll was sent at a time where she was stuck with Joffrey and she was in that terrible relationship, as she's been in many terrible relationships. She's like that girl who's like, just break up with him, Karen. And she's like, I can't, my CDs are in his truck. She's been through a lot of shitty relationships, but she finds the scroll that she sent at a time of need, and that's what Littlefinger's whole plan was to get her to find this so he could cause issue between them, where basically she was doing what the Lannisters wanted her to do, right? And she was like, my husband Joffrey needs this, and blah, 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 blah.
Well, what Arya was saying is, like, you got father killed. You killed Ned Stark. And by the way, that's still a sore spot, and I hate that they bring it up every fucking time I hear Ned Stark's name. I'm like, why couldn't you be here?
Yeah.
Why did you go away?
Imagine if Sean Bean was still alive.
God, Sean Bean is so fucked every time.
But it set the tone, right? I mean, when they killed Sean Bean, you were like,
I know, but I didn't like it.
Game of Thrones is fucking legit. Too legit to quit. They are MC Hammer.
It's like I was like
don't care.
I was like Alfred in the Justice League. Trey was like, I don't recognize this. Well, I was like, you don't have to recognize it. You just gotta save it.
Fucking so many seasons later, like Sean Bean's character was
still
so
sore.
important.
I know it's still sore though. Every time you hear Ned Stark, you're like, where's Sean Bean?
Yeah.
You just want him to have a flashback or something. But yeah, some cool Big Brother shit's going on with Arya and Sansa, and I hope that Jon gets back and sets the record straight. Like, stop fighting, bitches. I'm Big Bro, and I'm the ruler. And where the fuck was One-Eyed Raven Man? Bran Stark, is he just chilling out taking a poop for a long time?
He was missing from this episode.
He must have seen this coming, but he doesn't care anymore because he cares about the trees and the weirding ways. Well, whatever. I mean, he wasn't in the episode, which is strange because I thought he would have at least had some kind of important moment because this was a pivotal moment. Now let's jump back to Jon Snow's party. Jon Snow's
fuck that is your life.
Jon Snow is going through, and they do find a scouting group of White Walkers. They attack them, get one. But when they kill the leader of the group, all of the other ones die except for one.
You're skipping over Bear Winter. Winter Bear.
What?
Fucking the bear. The fucking Winter Bear.
Oh, the big bear.
The goddamn giant
bear.
I
forgot about that. The Kodiak bear from fucking Dip. The Dip fucking Kodiak bear shows up. The one from Coca-Cola commercials.
It's the spearmint version.
Yeah, he shows up.
Winter Fresh.
I loved how, I think it was Torment or one was like, he was like, that's a big fucking bear. That was great. Yeah, a big giant fucking undead bear. So I mean, obviously they have no hold bars, like what they can.
And it looks so good, dude. Like there's the way they shot, like the whole thing, the money they put behind it, the CGI, all that shit. It looks so.
I like that one guy that got bit.
Could have been on the big screen, easy.
I like how that one guy got bit by the bear. He's like, how you feel? He's like, I got bit by a bear.
I got bit by a fucking undead bear.
That'd be like us. Like he's like, hey man, you alright? Like, give me that beer.
Yeah, so fuck Leo.
I just got bit by.
I got bit by a zombie bear.
I got bit by something really bad and it hurts.
But dude, in the fire when they used the fucking fire sword.
That was cool as shit.
Jesus Christ.
Man, there were so many epic moments going on, but anyhow, so after the bear attacks, so they find a scouting party of the White Walkers and they attack them. Now, the weird thing about when they found the scouting party is that they attack them all at once, obviously, because they don't know anything. But when they kill the leader of the group, all the other ones like go in like to mummy dusty panties. They all like go away except for one, which is weird. He doesn't go away. They capture him. They put a bag over his head, beat the shit out of him. They're like, you're coming back with us, bitch.
Because he was the one that turned the other one. Well, I mean,
yeah, that's what
I think that's the whole idea. If you kill one's White Walker, then everyone he turned into a White Walker also dies. So if they kill the main White Walker, everybody fucking dies.
I feel like we're in Vin Diesel's Pitch Black. You keep what you kill. Oh, that was
Chronicles
Chronicles
of Sandra Bullock's Catch and Release.
Yeah,
I mean, whichever genre.
It's a very fantastical, phenomenal film.
No big deal. I mean,
heart-wrenching. So yeah, we go from there, and then all of a sudden, the rest of the White Walkers show up.
And in the luckiest stroke of human life, they end up running on top of fucking
frozen lake.
A frozen lake. So they've got it made. Like they get away.
I don't think you got it made when you run on a frozen lake.
Well, they have it made because they actually make it. They make it to the little soft spot, right? And then all of the fucking stupid ass white. It takes like 10,000 White Walkers to die before the fucking idiot's like, oh, we're not going to halt.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're stupid, but they're not dumb. So like, okay. By the way, I don't know his name, guys, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name. The blacksmith guy. that he's been teased a lot for earlier seasons, and a lot of people,
Mr. Hammer Thrower.
There was a lot of rumors about him saying that he might have been the prince that was promised the prophesized one because he would come out of nowhere as a Baranthian son, a bastard at that, and he might be the guy. But I don't think
Hammer always reminds me of the Hammer in Halo. You know what I'm saying? The one swing.
Oh yeah, the Dream Killers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, he gets back to the wall and gets the message to Daenerys because that's what Jon tells him before they get on this frozen lake. He's like, "Get to Daenerys. We need Daenerys. We need our dragons." And they run up there, and you know,
that's how he said it. We need the dragon.
The dragon.
We need the dragons.
Yeah, he said it just like that. Kit Harington, you are a fucking masterful thespian. So, anyway, the message gets sent to Daenerys, but meanwhile, they're trapped on this little island, surrounded by these dumb shits that all of a sudden, after, like you said, 100 million of their friends died, it's like, that is cold water. We were drowned. We were freezed to death. Let's stand here because we can't die. It's like, they're basically waiting them out to fucking starve to death or freeze to death. They've surrounded them.
Fucking idiots.
And I think it's funny because I think Tormund or one of them throws a fucking rock.
No, it was the Hound, dude. He was
the Hound, yeah.
Fuck you, asshole. And he throws it and he breaks the one shit. And it's one of the funniest scenes in Game of Thrones history when he breaks the guy's cheek and he's like, ha ha ha. Because he hits him and the fucking zombie's like, huh.
Oh yeah, and the Hound goes, stupid cunt.
But then he throws another one, and when it lands, I guess they all realize
it's hard ground.
We can walk, so they start walking, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" It's like when you're in school and everybody's being funny. You got a substitute teacher, and everybody's throwing shit or turning off the lights or whatever. But you're the one that gets caught, and then everybody gets in trouble. You're like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I thought you were gonna say that you were throwing shit at the substitute teacher when the lights go out and it comes back on at the principal, and you're like. But yeah, they're all caught, and then they start marching them. Then you get this epic battle scene. Like, it's fucking badass. Like, it's bad. It's really cool. I mean, it's not the best battle scene ever, but it's really badass. What sets it over the fucking top, and you know, Molly Hatchet on the back of the dragon playing off their fucking guitar, is when Daenerys shows up with her dragons and torches that bitch.
And it looked way better this episode because the 2 episodes ago when the Battle of King's Landing was happening and they showed her on the dragon, it was a
that was fucking epic.
It was like tornado dragons from Twister, but her riding them always looked really bad. And this one they kind of fixed it. It looked way better.
Yeah, it did look better. And you know, she torches, you know, the army of the dead, but Mr. Badass himself, Mr. Cold Nipples all the way, Night King, show up and see what's going on.
He just looks like he's gonna try to diddle you, dude. He's scary as fuck.
He does have that diddle face. He looks like he should be in Sleepers 2. If you guys haven't seen Sleepers, it's a great movie. He has this fucking Sub-Zero spear, and by the way, I just want to ask Daenerys, if I could ask Daenerys if she was a real person, why did you take all 3 dragons? You just needed maybe 1. Yeah. But she takes all 3 dragons. So he takes this Sub-Zero spear and throws it at the bitch, kills it.
Roger style.
Yeah, kills it. Perfect spiral. And kills it, and it sinks into the bottom of the ocean. Now, I called this a long time ago. I know we didn't do a review for it, but I swear to God, no, I did, dude. I talked to people at work. I said that the North remembers. So I said that the Night King was going to get his hands on one of those.
The Lannister always pays
he was gonna get his hands on one of those goddamn dragons if it was the last thing he ever did. And by God, he fucking did it. And anyhow, we'll get to that. But the dragon dies, and then Daenerys like, like they killed the dragon.
But you know what? She's like the person who owns a pet but acts like they know what it's like to have a child. You know what I mean? Like I know that it's your child. But it's not really your child.
You have fucking 14 cats, lady.
It's still a pet. Like, yeah, they're like the couples who they get a cat or something. They're like, we're parents. No, you're fucking not. Okay.
It's like that creepy woman from Jeepers Creepers 1 that has all those weird cats in her windows. Like, my babies, and she runs in there like they're fucking cats.
I got no one left.
Anyway, yeah, that happened.
All my babies are gone.
I didn't really have it like a sad moment when the dragon died. She's got 2 others.
Yeah,
I mean, it sucks that it died, but I'm just like, you got 2 others. But anyhow, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Jon does what Jon do. He's heroic. He's like, go on without me, because she rescues everybody. That was cool. They all climb on the fucking dragon like it's the bus stop. Well, it's like, let's get on the bus, the magic school bus, and get out of here.
They mentioned that, though, like earlier when Metal Gear Solid was talking to him, and he was like, you and I were brought back for a reason. Yeah. If we kill that fucker, then all these fuckers will die. So I thought Jon was like, okay, the dragons are here. He was running towards that guy to be like, okay, this is my destiny. Much like Jaime was doing towards the dragon in the previous battle. But he was going to run towards them and try to kill him.
Was he going to do one of those moments from Rocky IV and like scream? I was like, Dragon!
From the top of the mountain. Dragon! But yeah, he was running towards him, and then, dude, I thought for sure Jon Snow's dead in this
I didn't think so. Because, I mean, we lost a dragon.
Well, here's the thing about what Game of Thrones is doing right now.
it's ramping up.
Let's we'll take a pause here and talk about it, because Game of Thrones was so slow and methodic for season after season after episode. Like, and all of a sudden they come out and they're like, there's only 2 seasons left. There are only 6 and 7 episodes, whatever it is. And now all of a sudden, dude, it seems like they're like, oh shit, we gotta throw all this shit together. So they're like literally just like, fucking, this is happening. They're like fucking Oprah with the Game of Thrones storylines.
You know what? That's actually a point of contention, because I know a lot of people are mad about the writing direction because they think that they're going too fast and they're leaving out swaths of plot lines. But that's not a bad thing. Look, we have to wrap it up. We have to get to where we gotta go, and they have to wrap it up.
But I understand.
So
slow,
no, they are.
It seems off to do it this way.
I know, and
it's like they didn't know how many seasons they had left until this year.
Kind of, but I'm still cool with it. Like, they're shooting badass stuff, and I mean, I think the writing is pretty okay for what it is. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're rushing through a lot of things. They're not building up things as epic as it was in the earlier seasons.
But they're doing a pretty goddamn good job.
And if you got a limited time and the fucking firecracker's gonna go off in your hand, you gotta drop that bitch as quick as you can in the toilet. So anyhow, Daenerys gets up, you know, she rescues the crew, you know, sees her dragon die, sees Jon Snow go down. And by the way, there's a lot of sexualness going on between Jon Snow and Daenerys, which everybody knew was going to happen.
I've said it.
But
everybody says, oh, they're related, they're Targaryen, whatever the fuck.
It's possible.
They're going to get together. I think they're going to end up marrying each other and ruling everything together. Because King and Queen, if the whole, you know, are we related, are we not related thing doesn't play out. But yeah, another thing that happens really fast is, like, there's a scene in this episode where she's talking to Tyrion and she's like, he's too short for me. And Tyrion's like, what the fuck? You and I thought for a while that Tyrion is such a fucking badass that he was gonna lay it to the dragon.
He needs to lay it to her.
But that's clearly not gonna happen.
Yeah, you can still.
But I felt bad for Jon Snow. She's like, he's too small for me. I was like,
let me ask you a question.
That man is the most. It's like Angelina cheating on Brad Pitt. It's like, if Brad Pitt is in danger, we're all in fucking danger, right?
Brad Pitt's got a jaw that would crack the hole.
All the shit he's done for the world can't get a beautiful blonde lady, dragon lady, to be his wife. I mean, we're all fucked, you guys.
If Jon Snow can do it, anybody can do it. But here's the weird thing also. No, it's not a weird thing. Let me ask you a question. Okay, if everybody else died...
Everyone's assessment.
No, everyone died in Game of Thrones. Like, the main characters died off. And Tyrion, at the very end, was the ruler. That was it. He was on the Iron Throne.
It'd be pretty fucking
I would fucking love it.
It'd be rad.
I would love it. You know what? I would say, even if Jon Snow, Daenerys, they were all dead, and you had Tyrion fucking sitting on the Iron Throne at the end of it all, I'd be like, you deserve it, Ric Flair. And you have gone through the fire.
Everybody's dead, so he's nothing.
It's like Royal Rumble, dude. It's like Ric Flair coming in #1, and you never think he's going to survive it, but at the end of 30, he's still there.
So he's just going to get fucking drunk. I mean, he's got, everyone's
But
dead.
he's smart, too. Like, when he was actually, we were skipping over and making fun of that scene, but that scene between him and Daenerys is actually a really cool moment that Tyrion is giving her, like, good advice. He's like, you're impulsive. You do stupid things because you're impulsive. You're emotional. You don't think it through.
She's losing trust.
Yeah, I know. I was like, but he's like, you gotta see it. You gotta see the big picture. You gotta look at all. And she's like, well, maybe if you had seen the shorter picture, you know, I wouldn't have lost this or that. And he's like, bitch, I've been around.
Picture? What do you mean shorter picture? What are you trying to say?
But you're black.
No, but literally, like, think about this. Everybody's talking about, is Daenerys the Mad Queen? Is that going to happen? What if her true moment into bad guy territory is she finally, in a moment of fucking rage, kills Tyrion?
I thought that she was.
That's going to make her hate it.
You know what? I would have agreed with you, except for this, and we're going to get to this moment. Towards the end of it, after she rescues the crew and Jon supposedly dies, Jon being the badass that he is, he can't die this way. He pulls himself from that cold ass water and says, my nipples might be hard and I can poke your eye out with them, but I'm getting home.
You'll shoot your eye out.
And fucking Uncle Benji comes out of nowhere with his fucking swinging fucking
nowhere.
Sleepy Hollow, like Headless Horseman.
I mean, he might as well have had a goddamn portal.
I got excited. I was like, Uncle Benji? And he was like, Benji! And then Benji's like, take the horse, get back to the wall. And he's like, what about you? He's like, fuck me. You know, and Benji dies, obviously, or he might become a White Walker.
That was stupid, though, because he was like, there's no time. It's like, dude, you had time to get on that fucking horse. You had time. Game of Thrones needed to kill you.
It was an Uber driver. He didn't have time.
At the same time, though, if they were both on the horse, maybe it would have went slower.
Yeah, but either way, Jon gets back. Jon gets back to the wall.
I digress. Fuck me.
He gets back to the wall, and Daenerys has been waiting there for him. So you know that the love strings have been pulled.
Well, she saw him die. She fell in love with him.
Yeah, and then she was like,
it's time to go. God damn it.
He's like, just one more minute.
Our friends are fucking waiting. I've been waiting on you to put your makeup on for 6 fucking hours.
And then when
just a minute more.
When Jon Snow rides out of the fucking woodworks, and she's like, you could just feel that moment. And it was you couldn't have set up a better romantic story if it had been starring, you know, I don't know, Cameron Diaz and Ewan McGregor.
I was literally waiting for her to be like, "You're not so small after all."
Yeah, I thought I was like, cue Michael Jackson, hold me like the river. Anyway, I just had a moment of, it just felt like a very romantic thing. And then when they're on the boat together, when Jon Snow wakes up, you know, and then she's holding his hand, and the camera lingered on that holding of hands, and he's like, because he called her Danny.
Well, they didn't just hold hands; she did the.
Yeah, like the rubbing part. You know you're in.
When you get
you're in like sin.
You can hold hands and be a friendship, you know. You
yeah,
can be
just kind of a friendly
platonic. But when someone does the thing,
you've done well, my son.
It's time to fuck Mac.
He says something about Danny.
Don't use that.
And it's like, I don't know the last person that called me Danny. I guess my brother. And then he was like, how about my queen? And he's like, I'd been the knee or whatever. And she's like, really? Tits.
I thought that's when they were going to be like, let's just get fucking married.
Yeah, let's just do that. I think that's what's going to happen because they lingered and she did the thumb moving moment. Yeah. And
that's a big deal in life.
I know.
If someone does the thumb move, you're in deep.
And that's the way we go.
You don't do that with no one.
So, you know, what do you guys think? Do you think that Jon and Daenerys are going to get married and seal the deal?
Yeah.
Seal the deal. He's the last survivor on the Bachelorette tonight. He's going to get the rose.
Seal the deal and let's boogie. And then, of course, you've got the penultimate scene where literally, and this actually took me by surprise. I wasn't thinking about it all. I was enraptured and everything that was going on.
You were moved by the romance.
When they start to lift the fucking dragon, I had to see it. Immediately you knew. You were like, oh, goddamn, y'all are fucked. All you had was those goddamn dragons.
I'm taking my vacation early.
You're so fucked, it's not even funny.
No, you can hear those little fucking asshole White Walkers. Like, they go, now we have dragons. You know, like these guys are just made out of bones and dust, and they're yanking this fucking dragon, and you know the Night King and all the guys are like, now we have a dragon, they will not stop us. It's like, before they could just slice us with sword, we fall apart, but not now.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, and the Night King like pets it, and then its eyes open up, and it's the fucking blue.
Yeah.
Dude, is it gonna shoot like ice crystals? I mean, I guess it's not even, it's gonna be blue flame.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, they still have a chance, because if they just kill that one Leatherface fucking Hellraiser looking motherfucker, that Heaven's Gate looking motherfucker, if they kill that one guy,
he looks like
die.
He looks like
still alive.
He looks like one of the patients that come to the pharmacy and he's like, "You got my gabapentin?"
It's like Mayweather McGregor. Like he's got a chance. He's got a shooter's chance. So I mean, they could still figure it out. But
I don't know.
One episode this season left, guys.
It's gonna be epic.
Fuck.
It's gonna be epic. And then we got like what 7 episodes? That's the last season next year. Oh my god, man! And those episodes. This was an hour and 18-minute long episode. So. Next season, I guess they're promising like an hour and 20-something minutes per episode, and that's going to be even more epic. So, I hope that Jon Snow and Daenerys do get married and they seal that up, and that is like a package deal. But you know, this is Game of Thrones, and nothing is set in stone. So, and we haven't even heard from. We don't know what Bran's gonna do. Like he's weird as fuck. He's C-3PO and weird shit now. I don't even know what he is half the time.
Or Arya, what's gonna happen with that? And honestly, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but not the last episode. The episode before that, the Lannisters versus the fucking versus the dragons. That whole scene was probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen up to that point. But now with this episode, this is definitely the best episode of the season for me.
I'm still holding out for Jaime though. I'm still in Jaime camp because I really want Jaime to come around.
He did fuck his sister and cripple a little boy. Never forget. Never forget.
But if I can change and you can change, we all can change.
I like Jaime too, and like you can't help but root for him sometimes. But you gotta remember the shit he's done too. And plus, he'll do anything Cersei tells him to. He could be as good of a guy as you want, but at the end of the day, it's like when your friend gets a girlfriend that you hate. Like you want to root for him, but at the end of the day, if his girlfriend tells him to do something, he's gonna fucking do it. And you gotta remember that shit. You gotta keep a smart eye on your friend with the shitty girlfriend.
You know what? You either die here or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. So I mean, I think
a Batman story.
I think that Jaime's gonna fucking kill Cersei and then kill himself.
No.
Yeah. There's a prophecy that came out that
Is it an ebook?
No, it might have been. But no, it said that Cersei hated Tyrion because the prophet that she talked to at Casterly Rock, or the prophetess, said that she would be murdered by a younger brother, and that's a lot of people think that's why she hated Tyrion. But here's technically, she came out before Jaime did. They're twins, but she came out first, and Jaime is younger than her by a few minutes. And it said you'll die with hands around your throat. And they said that Game of Thrones had been teasing that, and it got back to the guy that plays Jaime Lannister, and he said it made sense. Him to choke her fucking out, to not bring this bastard kid into the fucking world again because of Joffrey and all the other shit, kill the bitch before she gets out of hand again, and then kill himself. A true Romeo and Juliet ending.
Just will her hair grow back
between
first
sister fuckers
is the true question. But yeah, guys, this is one of the greatest episodes of Game of Thrones of all time. I know that they're rushing shit, but at the same time, whatever happened, they were you can sense that they were really forced to put the pedal to the metal on this and make shit happen, that they've been really slow playing and slow burning up to this point. But at the same time, it's still Game of Thrones. It's still movie quality shit.
And for how much time, limited time you have to tell the story that you need to tell, I think these motherfuckers are goddamn gold stars all the way through. And Triple A.
It's just
Triple A.
You want to start a war. That's what this feels like. It's just pure war all the way through.
If there's even a 1% chance we can end this on time, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
that's what it's been leading to, and that's what we're getting right now. So comment down below, guys. What's your favorite fucking episode of Game of Thrones of all time? Is this it? I mean, this was pretty fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Let us know what your goddamn faces. If you're new to the channel, comment down below and get some fucking wham up in you. I think I fucked that up, but it's okay.
It's fine.
Lannister always pays his debts.
They're gonna get the wham up in them no matter what. Puff the Magic Dragon.
We watched a movie, yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie, yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie. We watched a movie, yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.